Hey everybody, today I thought I'd give you a little bit of container inspiration by walking through the greenhouses and showing you some of the plants that we put together in baskets and pots. This is a great way for you to see the plants in action and maybe give you some ideas of some combinations that you wouldn't have otherwise thought of. So I'm going to start in our public greenhouses. These are going to be all combinations that we pre-planted. They're available right now and for Mother's Day, which is tomorrow. So if you're late, you could stop by tomorrow and get some of these for mom, or you can wait till the end and I'm going to show you some of our custom planted ones. These are special orders that we put together for people, and there's some really unusual combinations in there too. So let me start right here behind me with one of these. This one is a simple combination of a trailing petunia along with some lobelia. So the red is the petunia, and you can see how as those trailing petunias mature, they start to cover up the pot. There is a pot under there, I promise, but you're not going to see it because that trailing petunia tends to cover it. We have a lot of varieties of combinations with those in it. So you can see there's one with some super petunias looking really, really great. And you can see just how they start expanding outward and then they'll start draping over the pot very, very quickly. This one here, this is verbena. That's the purple plant that you see. Sorry, let's get some focus in there. And then that's a calibrachoa in that beautiful gold color. And then we have some like these petunias here. They're in some cone baskets, so we have some variation in the basket as well. This is a really simple combination of some black-eyed Susan vine, that's the yellow one, and then just some geraniums in there. And you'll notice the black-eyed Susan vine, that's going to trail down, but you'll also start finding that it will start growing up the hanger too. So sometimes you have to be careful where you put those because they might start growing up the side of the house. This one here, more verbena and calibrachoa. Love that bright red color of the verbena, really standout colors. This here is just a calibrachoa combination, and those, we have quite a few different variations on those, and it's just a nice, beautiful, colorful look, and you can see it's already starting to trail. In the next couple weeks it's going to cover that pot. This one here is just a wax begonia and some mizu. Mizu is the trailing one. We're out of that one, but we do have a lot of wax begonias. Those are nice because they can take sun or shade. They're really kind of a low maintenance type of plant. Here's some super cal premiums. You can see these are starting growing upward, but they will start to trail as they get a little bit bigger. So you're going to see a lot of showiness on those. Let's see. What else can I show you? Now here are some wave petunia baskets. See how they're just taking off and covering everything. There is a cone under there, but you don't get to see it because there's so many flowers on it. And let's see, I got some over here I can show you as well. So let's pop in here. This is a nice little combination of the brand new Super Petunia Vista Jazzberry Petunia, and then it has up here some salvia, and the salvia is unplugged pink, and these things right here, sorry, the focus is being a little funny on this. This is the calyx, and that's actually not the flower, it's what holds the flower. So those haven't bloomed yet. Sorry, my focus is being very funny, but that's okay. You can kind of get an idea. Here is a nice petunia with some verbena. That's the bee's knees petunia, and I love the color on that. They just look like they're just kind of bright and turned on. And then we've got more verbena and petunias. And let's see, I've got some more that I can show you. Let me slip on over to greenhouse number 2. But before I do that, check out some of the more verbena. Now, one thing about verbena is it does benefit once the flowers are spent. You can trim that back and you'll get more blooms, but you can see it's already got a lot of new blooms ready to show up. So that's going to just keep blooming throughout the season. So great little, oh, this is another good combination showing you some lobelia with some verbena, and you can see how they play nice together and they contrast nicely. So let me head over to 2 now. Wait, before I do that, I want to show you some of these down here. So that's just some calibrachoas in a basket. This is an unusual one in that it's a petunia, and then we're trying it with the new Medusa sweet potato vine. So this is a very different type of sweet potato vine, has a very different leaf, and instead of being a big long trailing variety, it is more of kind of a bushy shrub type. And then over here we have a dahlia in with some euphorbia. Euphorbia is a really nice addition into a basket, kind of dresses it up, and it fills in space, and it keeps these little white flowers all season long. It's a really simple way to kind of take your pots up a notch. That's got some of the aqua lobelia, a calibrachoa. This is another dahlia with some white lobelia, and then it's got some scaevola in it as well. That's that one there. Scaevola starts taking off as it gets a little bit warmer, but we've already got nice blooms on that. So now I'm going to head over to 2. So here in greenhouse 2, I'll start over here. This is a Biden's. Now we have Biden's in just yellow, but this one here has that beautiful kind of touch of an orange red, and we've got that in with some of the Hummingbird Falls salvia. And sorry, this is being funny, but you can see the salvia. This is the calyx again, like in that pink one, and then it gets that nice little blue flower. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It's kind of behaving, but not behaving. Anyway, here's another petunia that's going to start trailing really soon. You can see how they start to extend out, and then they start to drape after that. Now here we have just a Coleus, but this is kind of a mounding type of Coleus called Lafrique, and so that's going to fill out over the season. This one here is a Kufia called Vermillionaire, and this plant is made for hummingbirds. It has these really narrow trumpet flowers, which really only the hummingbirds are able to get at. Bugs can't climb in there, and other pollinators don't get to it, so the hummingbirds get it all to themselves, and they absolutely love it. And it's really a nice plant, and this gets nice and full and big, and it's a pretty no nonsense. You don't have to clean it ever. Just give it water and sunshine and it's happy. Let's see, what else can I show you? So we've got lots more petunias, and then, I mean, this orange, sunset orange Super Cal Premium Pachoa is just stunning. That's one of my favorite colors. And look at this one here when you put it with the Sunray Pink. They just play together so nicely, those colors. And this is a brand new combination for us, and I think it's a win no matter how you put it. And let's see, what else can I show you? Is there something over here? Here's a lot more of the Calibrachoa baskets. So you're gonna see a bunch of those. Sorry, let me get through here. So you can see how nice those look. And again, they're filling out nicely. They're gonna start covering the entire pot very, very soon. So now I'm gonna head over to probably greenhouse number, well, before I do that, I better show you some of this lobelia with geraniums. The red one is the geranium. Here's some of that euphorbia in with the geranium. This geranium is going to probably burst with color in the next day or two. So just beautiful. This is a nice red, white, and blue combination because of that blue pot, red geranium, and the white euphorbia. So beautiful plant. Let's see, now I'm going to head over to greenhouse number 5. On my way to 5, I almost forgot that we had all these beautiful Coleus. And the nice thing about Coleus is these are all sun or shade varieties, and they don't have flowers, but the leaves have so much color that you don't really have to worry about whether it's in bloom or not, because it's always in color. So just really fantastic colors with the Coleus. Definitely good additions. You can mix those with plants with flowers, or you can have them stand on their own. So there's some more right over here. Look at the red on that one alongside that green. And then we have some of these. Look at those two together, playing nice and looking beautiful. Okay, now I can get you over to greenhouse number 5. So here we are, another Pachoa and petunia combination. You can see how nice those kind of grow out. Here's some just petunias. These are going to probably start to fill out more as they go. These are the Durabloom variety along with a Potunia. So the Potunia is a little bit more upright, so that one is not going to do as much draping, and then the yellow is going to just get bigger and bigger until it starts going over the sides. So here's some of the Supertunias as well. You can see those are getting ready to kind of do their thing. Let's see, do I have any others that I haven't already shown you? A lot of these are similar to the ones in the other greenhouses. Look at the flowers on that Bubblegum Vista Supertunia. Really, really nice. Here's a nice one. This is Portulaca. Portulaca is sometimes called a moss rose, and you can see it's kind of got succulent type leaves, so it behaves really nice when it comes to watering. You don't have to water it very often. Loves the hot sun, so a really no nonsense kind of plant. And then what else do we have? More petunias. Look at the Calibrachoas, how nice those are looking in there. And then you can see some more cones, more plants. Now I think it's time for me to take you into kind of the sold area. So everything here in Greenhouse 3 has sold, but you can see some of the specialty planters that people have ordered from us. So this has a lot of Supertunias in it, 3 different colors, and they're in those nice parasol type wire baskets. Here's that beautiful yellow bee's knees petunia in with the Calibrachoas and some white verbena again. I showed you that one already. So these are some repeats in here, but I'm going to be showing you a couple of new varieties as well. So this one has impatiens as well as Calibrachoas and verbena. So this is a nice one because gives you 3 different varieties of flowers. That's 3 different textures and 3 very different colors. So love when that happens. This one here is the Ay Caramba. Now that's a petunia right here. That's verbena there, and then there is some white calabricoa. I think there might be more over on this side. It's just really got a real eye-popping kind of combination there. More of the calabricoas here. And then when I come over here, I'm going to show you, this is one of the wax begonias with creeping Jenny. So you can see those wax begonias just fill up. That's, I think, a whopper bronze leaf right there. And that creeping Jenny, the lime one, is going to trail right down and kind of pull itself down towards the ground. Has a nice look to it. Over here, more calabricoas. And then when we come over here, these are a couple of ivy geraniums. Unfortunately, that's all we have is a couple left of these, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about something I can't have you take home, but we'll kind of just do a quick walkthrough. You've seen these before, but the ones in here might look a little bit different. Sorry, and this one here, oh, here's one of the Bidens again. Just really nice combination. This one here has Lantana. Now this is one of our earlier blooming Lantanas here. Lantana tends to wait a little while, but look at the beautiful gold color in there, and you can see how many flowers the Lantana gets. And it's a really nice one. It has a bit of a citrus smell to it, and the deer don't like it. So good option for your containers if you've got a deer problem. More of the Vermillionaire. Just look at how many flowers and how nice and big those get. I really like that one. And then let's see, is there something down here? There's that portulaca again. And then, oh, I'm gonna come down over here because down on the floor, we have some of our porch patriots that are just starting to take off. This is Angelonia. Now these aren't great examples right now because they're still a little bit small, but you can see there's this cherry red Angelonia growing up here, and then there is white and blue trailing Angelonia. So those are going to fill up the bottom, and then this one's going to be nice and tall. Now down here is a similar combination. It has a raspberry type of Angelonia in the center, and then it has blue Scaevola, and there should be, I think, some, do they have, I thought it maybe had some Lantana, but I don't remember now. Maybe it doesn't. Sorry, my memory is not working right now. Here's some petunias, and then there's some calabricoas and some verbena. Look at that nice combination there. So now I'm going to take you over into the other area. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this one. Those are wave petunias along with some Super Cal Premium Pachoas. Ugh, you gotta love those. And look at all these colors. It's just, everything is looking so nice right now. So let me take you down over to our other area. So here I have a couple of these shade pots. So you can see we've got some begonias down over here along with some streptocarpus. These streptocarpus have some beautiful large flowers. And then this is a red rooster grass in the center. And here's one with some yellow begonias as well. And then over here is some of the creeping Jenny along with an impatient. There's some wax begonias back there, some Coleus. Now these are some from some local municipality. They've got some geraniums in there along with a grass. This is getting nice and tall, and it's going to have plumes on it. And then this is a calabricoa over here. There's a Prince Tut grass. Prince Tut and King Tut, the difference is their size. They are really nice centerpieces. And then that's some sweet potato vine in there, and then some impatiens as well. And you can see the impatient flowers on there. So this one has Vermillionaire with an orange geranium. And then this is the honey supertunia along with, I think that's Rockin' Playin' the Blues salvia, and then the Hummingbird Falls salvia on the side. Supertunia Vista, and this is the Truffula Pink Gumfrina along with some Fashion Pink Scaevola. So this is a nice pink on pink on pink. This one here has the Jazzberry along with some Wandering Jew and a grass in the center. So nice to see those combinations together. Now, so let me take you through here. There's a couple of things I wanted to highlight. So over here, that's a Coleus in the center, and then there's a begonia. Looks like some lobelia and creeping Jenny. So that's going to fill out really, really nice. Right now it's still staying kind of small. That's elephant ear, the illustris, along with the begonias, creeping Jenny, and the lobelia We got a bunch of pots with the Prince Tut grass. That's the one with the little tufts up there. Prince Tut is the smaller one. King Tut is the very large one. That is mixed with some geraniums and calibrachoas. Take a look at this aqua pot here. Now this aqua pot is self-watering, which is perfect for this salvia, because this salvia does get big, does take a lot of water. And then we have some geraniums in there, and then creeping jenny and calibrachoas. So very happy with how that one's coming together. Let's see. Oh, here's one with the, where you can kind of see more of the scaevola and the angelonia. Another one here with the verbena and the calibrachoas and the impatient in the center. Let's see, what else can I show you over here? Now this one, you got to picture this with a lot of color. The flowers on this one on top are going to be nice and yellow, daisy-like flowers. It's the marguerite daisy, or butterfly daisy, I'm sorry. And that's combined with some of this bidens. That's the yellow bidens. Look at the beautiful color on that. And then it has some calibrachoas. This is the funny face kufia. That's got the pink and yellow, and it's mixed with some calibrachoas as well. Here's more of the kufia vermillionaire. And then what else can I show you over here? There's loads of things in here. Let's see. Oh, this is a really beautiful combination here. So you can see the Prince Tut grass with Coleus in the center. So both of those are going to get quite large. Then on each side here are some sweet potato vine and some wax begonias. This one here, this is just a pot of different Coleuses. There's 2 different varieties. Looks like there's probably 3 of them planted in there. So you can see how nice, might be actually 4. I think there's 4 in there. So that's a nice full, and it's going to get nice and big. Let's see, over here, that's some Coleus, a trailing begonia, and then also a verbena in there and some vermillionaire. So cool stuff. Look at this one here. That is a fiber optic grass, also called live wire, and it's just combined with a begonia, a trailing begonia. I think that's the Encanto Falls white blush. Over here, that one here, this is called lemon coral sedum. That gets nice and full. It kind of creates a pillow of this lime green color. That's alongside the Play in the Blues salvia and some lantana. So that's going to be a really beautiful one when that one starts blooming. And then we're going to come over here. I want to show you some more Coleus mixed in with begonias. This one has some creeping jenny with it. That one has trailing mizu. So you can see the different types of begonias here. So this is a wax begonia. This is, I think that one is the Selenia. Could be a prism, but I think it's Selenia. And this is more of a trailing begonia. You can see it has that kind of triangle-shaped leaf. So really nice ones there. Let's come over here. More Coleus and wax begonias. More Coleus with Terenia. And that has also that Medusa sweet potato vine and a trailing Coleus. It's going to be just beautiful. And take a look at these pots over here. They have that red rooster grass along with some impatiens on each side, and then some of the creeping jenny mixed in there. Really nice. I've got my pots over here, but I'm not going to show them to you today. I'll save that for a special little preview. Let's see, what can I show you over here? Spikes with begonias and calibrachoas. Oh, what's something? You can see some of the euphorbia in action here in the center there. That's mixed in with some petunias and some lobelia, which these were recently trimmed. So a lot of the flowers were cut off because we want these to be flowering for when you come pick them up. So we trim them back so that they're going to be more full plants and healthier. And then when you get them, they're going to be in perfect condition, we hope. And then usually we're in pretty good luck. So more Coleus and sweet potato vine and wax begonias. Look at that Prince Tut in the center there, just growing very, very nicely. Look at this combination here. So that's the Albrighto Coleus, that's the jet black sweet potato vine, and then the lemon coral sedum. See how that's just filling in? That's going to start draping over the edge, and it's going to kind of create a pillow almost all the way to the ground, more than likely. So great combination. Over here, gotta love this Sunfinity, or Suncredible rather, Helianthus Saturn. Look at the beautiful flower there, and that's with some geraniums and calibrachoas as well. And then more illustrious, so lots of combinations here. So I hope you enjoyed this little walkabout, and I hope you ended up with some inspiration for your pots and planters and baskets. Lots of ideas here. We've got a really good variety right now. I would recommend getting in here sooner than later because, well, things start selling pretty quick and people are picking up because they know that weather is changing, and next week is supposed to be gorgeous. So we'll see you guys all really soon here at Netta's.